Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy, and welcome to a very special speed build of a spooky, haunted Halloween wedding venue / church group collab. Sort of. Okay, well, it is a group collab, but it's not all wedding venues. Let me try to explain this properly. So, my good friend Max of Max Playground, who I love very much and talk about all the time on this channel, put together an amazing Halloween group collab. I am so proud of her. I am so happy to be included. There's some amazing simmers joining in on this one. I don't even want to name names because I know I'm going to forget somebody, but oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to name a few names. Fry of Simproved is supposed to be joining. Devin Aiden of Devin Bumpkin is supposed to be joining. Like, right there. Those are two of my favorite simmers in the world, so I can hardly contain my excitement. Now, I imagine the way that Max is setting this up is there's going to be, like, a playlist with all the videos, so everyone's kind of got their own day that the videos are being uploaded. I think there's some multiples on some days. Honestly, I should have found out exactly how it worked before I started this video, but I'm just so excited. I know Max is gonna put it together just beautifully and wonderfully, and it will be already put together obviously by the time this video comes out. I think it's going to be a playlist type situation, so yeah, I'll link all the goodies in the description below. But oh my gosh, I was so excited to build this, but it also took me a while to get to it. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but sometimes you need that extra little inspiration and motivation before starting a build, even if it's already like kind of done in your head. And I had a bunch of different Halloween builds written out for the whole month. So, I mean, I don't really want to spoil anything, but I guess I can just kind of briefly go through them. As of what's actually done at this time, there is a beautiful haunted park collab I'm doing with Fry, aka Simproved, which I think is coming out the week after this video. I don't know. My schedule's all messed up. I've got it written down somewhere. That I'm so super excited about. One of the best builds I think I've ever done in my entire life. And of course it's with Fry, so it's even better because she is probably the best builder I've ever seen. I mean, she's up there. She's like my top 3 or 4 for sure. Like, I don't want to rank anybody, but honestly, when it comes to like the best builders in my mind, definitely Devin, definitely Simproved, definitely Hatsy, and then Bliggersy's just my favorite all-around simmer, so I've got to throw her in the mix too. And of course, James is amazing. Like, oh my gosh, the whole community is amazing, but those are the few that like I'm super inspired by. So that's one of the videos coming up, or already came up. Like I said, the schedule's kind of mixed up. And then Max, of course, Max Playground, we are doing another collab together, just her and I. It's a haunted laboratory. That's all I'm going to say. It's amazing. It's fun. I think you guys are going to like it. And what else? Oh, okay. So the other ideas that I wrote down, I guess it's no harm in saying them out loud at this point, that I haven't really got to yet. Well, this is one of them. One of my ideas was to do a spooky wedding venue, so I thought that would be perfect for this collab. I'll talk about that obviously more in a minute because that's what this video is about. And then the other 2 ideas that I haven't really done yet, that I'm kind of tossing around which one I'm going to do for my official Halloween day build, just one by myself, is either going to be, I don't want to totally ruin it. Whatever, who cares? Spoiler alert. I mean, you don't know what the build's going to look like anyway, so it's not really a spoiler, but one of the options is probably the one that I'm going to do is going to be a haunted schoolhouse. Yeah, with like a pumpkin patch, maybe a corn maze. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. Maybe a play area for the kids. Just something really fun based on a real haunted schoolhouse that I've been to before, which I'll talk about, I guess. I mean, this is a fairly long video. Maybe I'll talk about haunted houses in this one. We'll see. And then the other idea I had, which I probably won't do, I might just save for maybe next Halloween or just a regular video, is a haunted ship. And Hatsy did a really cool one. I don't know if it was the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean or if it was just something meant to look like it. I will link her video, though, because I thought it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And that pretty much inspired me to want to do my own haunted ship. So, yeah. I don't know if that video will come out, but yeah, I've got some ideas. I've been to a lot of haunted houses. Halloween is my favorite time of year. October is my favorite month. I love everything about Halloween. I love haunted houses. I love horror movies. I love costumes. I love pumpkins. I'm not a pumpkin spice person. Let me rephrase that. I don't like pumpkin lattes. I don't get all crazy like that, you know, like the crazy pumpkin spice obsession there is. I actually, oh gosh, this is going to sound bad. I don't really do much for Halloween like I used to, but I used to love carving pumpkins. My friend's mom used to make the most amazing pumpkin seeds. She would do a whole bunch of different flavors. I love decorating for Halloween. I love haunted houses. I love haunted corn mazes. I love candy corn. Keep showing these off in like every video I do. Candy corn. Some people hate candy corn. I freaking love it. Oh, I love you. I may or may not be making a candy corn pizza as well later today, and if I do, I will totally film it for you guys. Oh my gosh, just everything spooky. I don't know, I pretty much live Halloween all year round anyways. Like, it's just my thing. I love the spooky stuff. But anyways, let's talk about the build real quick, and then we'll talk about haunted houses. So obviously this is a wedding venue. It's outdoors. It's nice and spooky. Definitely stick around for the screenshots and no, not screenshots, tour. There's a mini tour at the end, a little machinima tour. And spoiler alert, Mice himself ends up marrying Caleb here. Yes, vampire Caleb. So you have that to look forward to. So it is an outdoor wedding. There is also a little mausoleum that I built on the property, as well as this awesome spooky pond, which I love so much, and an outdoor eating area. You'll see. I'm about to start that right now. But anyways, let's talk about haunted houses real quick. So, all right, one of my favorite things to, let me adjust my crown here. Let me get adjusted. One of my favorite things to do when I lived in Ohio was go to haunted houses, and they're a bit different here in Florida where I live now. Maybe it depends on just the part that I live in, but anywhere from like St. Pete to Tampa to Orlando, I haven't really found the type of haunted houses that we had in Ohio. So one of them was a haunted corn maze, and you would literally get on a tractor, and there would be like scare actors that would jump on it throughout the ride and scare you, and then they would take you to a giant corn maze and give you a flashlight. I think it was only like one flashlight per group too. It was really scary, and you had to make your way back to the beginning of the maze. And oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how fun that was. There was also like a kids section with a pumpkin patch and things like that, so that was super fun. Like I said, that's probably partly going to inspire my actual Halloween build I do on the day of Halloween, which is a Tuesday, which is cool because my speed builds come out on Tuesdays. That's just perfect timing. Another one of my favorites was called the Haunted Schoolhouse and Laboratory. I call it a laboratory, but it was the laboratory. And it was literally a haunted schoolhouse and lab. And you would walk through, and it was an old schoolhouse and, set up like a schoolhouse. And there'd be the scare actors. And oh my gosh, it was just like one of the coolest things ever. Like, so freaking exciting. I miss stuff like that so much. There was another one that was 7 different haunted houses on one property, and you could like pay to go through a few of them, or you could pay to go through all of them. And this is kind of a funny story. I'm probably going to end up telling this on a stream again at some point, so if you hear it twice, sorry, but hey, I love Halloween. It's the season. So this particular haunted house, we went through all of them, and there was one that I was specifically avoiding because it was a haunted house full of clowns. Yes, I am deathly afraid of clowns, and this is one of the reasons why, but there's another reason I'll tell. There's a few other reasons. Maybe I'll tell those. How much time do we have left? Maybe. We'll see. Okay, so deathly afraid of clowns. Didn't want to go through that one. We went through all of them. That was the last one. My friends kept pressuring me to go. I so didn't want to go. I knew I was going to have a heart attack and quite possibly die right there in the haunted house. But they convinced me. I, being a champ and a trooper and a good friend, decided to go to the haunted house with them. And I was terrified the whole time. But, oh my gosh, I got so lucky. I don't know how I got lucky, but I happened to be wearing an Insane Clown Posse hoodie, which completely goes against everything I just said about having a fear of clowns. For some reasons, ICP, the killer clowns, don't scare me. I don't know how that computes in my head. I'm a weird one, okay? I'm a weird one. Those clowns, for some reason, I think are cool. But all other clowns in the world, every other clown in the world, hell no, okay? But ICP, for some reason, it's my boys. I love them. I shouldn't admit that because some people hate them, but I love them. So I was wearing my ICP hoodie, and while we're going through this haunted house, I am sitting there terrified that people are going to scare me, like the actors, especially when they know you're scared, they scare you even more. Like, when they feed on your fear, that, like, gets them more motivated to scare you. So I was like, yep, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. But anyways, I'm walking through the house, and I'm just kind of hiding behind one of my friends. And all of a sudden, one of the actors notices I'm wearing an ICP hoodie, and he goes, "Hey, what's up, Juggalette?" And, like, goes to high-five me, and I'm like, "Hi!" And didn't scare me. And I was like, oh, wow, maybe I'll get through this alive. As I'm going through the house, like, more and more of the actors are noticing I'm wearing the ICP hoodie. And they're all like, hey, what's up? Like, hi. Like, not scaring me at all. Just thinking I was cool for some reason. So I got through it with my life. Like, I got so lucky. I just got through it and I didn't die. So, yeah, shout out to those killer clowns that didn't kill me. My stories are so dumb, but yeah, that's one of the haunted house stories. Speaking of clowns, let's go with that. I should have put a clown warning. Like, maybe I'll put a clown warning somewhere in this video. Like, if you're scared of even hearing about clowns, don't watch this video. But one of my first experiences with a clown at a haunted house, I was with my friend, and I was fairly young. I was maybe like 13, 12. I don't know. I wasn't a baby, but I wasn't like quite an adult either. We went through just the two of us, and one of the scare actors was a clown with a chainsaw. And this was one of those jerks that feeds off your fear, and realized immediately that I was terrified of him. So he proceeded to not just chase me through his corner of the haunted house, but no, he kept on me the entire time. This clown followed me through the entire haunted house with his chainsaw, and it made lots of loud noises. It was probably a fake chainsaw, but it made loud noises like a real chainsaw, and I was terrified. And I'm literally crying, okay? I am literally crying. I'm shouting for my mom. At one point, I fell down and scraped my knee, and it was all bloody, and I was still crying, and this jerk clown is over me with his chainsaw just laughing at me. I'm traumatized. I'm triggered just talking about it. Oh my God, that was like the scariest thing I've probably ever been through. Flashbacks. Why am I talking about this? Why am I doing this to myself? Anyways, yeah, speaking of clowns and not haunted houses, the reason I'm so terrified of clowns is two reasons. One was I had a really scary, creepy clown doll that would laugh maniacally when I was a little kid. I don't know why my parents had that for me, but it scared the crap out of me. And another reason is a movie called The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Don't laugh, okay? I know it's a comedy. It's technically a comedy. But no, that movie scared me to death. I am scared of clowns and aliens because of that dang movie. Terrified. And if you're not familiar with the movie, don't freaking watch it. It's these clowns that come from outer space. They come up through your toilet. They attack you at night. They wrap you up in a cotton candy cocoon. They use a giant straw and they suck out your insides until you're dead. Yeah, it's a movie. And it's horrible. And it's terrifying. And that spawned my fear of aliens and clowns. Yep. All right. This video, I never know what I'm going to talk about. I never plan it. This totally took a different turn. So let's talk about some other haunted houses instead. Yeah. Let's talk about some good ones. Well, no. Yeah. I'll talk about a good one. There was another one that I went to, and my favorite band, Mushroomhead, for some reason, some of the actors decided to work at this haunted house, or some of the band members. I don't know why. I guess it was just fun for them. But there was one room that was painted with UV lighting and like black light and stuff, and it was all little Mushroomhead logos throughout the entire room, just in different colors, and it glowed really cool. That was a really cool haunted house. Another one that was kind of weird, but not horrible. One had like these crazy strobe lights, and you were going through a maze, and it was like indoors, but it was all like chain link fence, and it was like a tough maze to go through. It wasn't something that you could just easily navigate, and the strobe lights were so bad and the fog was so bad that I actually started hyperventilating, and I could not go forward. I just couldn't. It was too much. It was too much at once. So I ended up like grabbing one of the actors and being like, please, I need to get out of here right now. And they took me out their secret entrance or secret exit. But that was frightening. And then another story I've told before about haunted houses. I'm not going to get into super, super detail, but I got in trouble for scaring the actors. I'm not going to give all the details because it's a bad story. But yeah, I basically thought it would be funny to go around and scare the actors. And I pretty much got escorted out by the police and banned ever going back to that haunted house again. So there's that story. But oh my gosh, this video is almost towards the end. I feel like I could probably fill up a good hour video just talking about haunted houses, which this video has nothing to do with haunted houses anyways, because it's a wedding venue. So I don't know where that came from. I mean, it's still spooky and Halloween, and yeah, we're going to get into that tour pretty soon. We got a couple minutes left here, but oh my gosh, I guess I should talk more about this build. I love it. There's candles everywhere. There's spooky stuff everywhere. There's purple lighting everywhere. It's got a little bit of a fantasy theme to it with all of the crystals and purple candles and gargoyles, the vampire coffins, the fairy here. This is one of my favorite rooms, or I guess it's the only room on the whole build, but it's one of my favorite shots of the entire build. You saw the wedding arch over there. There was a beautiful table with all the seating around it for the wedding couple and their friends and family to enjoy dinner after the wedding. I don't know, it's just a fun build, just a scary but feel good build. I don't know, I love this stuff. It makes me happy. I love the colors. I really, really do. Yeah. But you'll see a much better view of all of that in the machinima, which I won't be talking. Like, thankfully, I'll shut up by then, and there'll just be some hauntedly creepy music for you guys to enjoy. So of course, I want to again thank Max and everyone involved with this collab. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you want to download it, you can just go right to the gallery and look for user ID BlahStephanie or hashtag Simarchy, and boom, it'll be there for you along with all my other creepy Halloween builds for the month. So if you guys had fun and you want to see more videos and some live streams and hear more haunted house stories and other stupid stories, hit that subscribe button. Shameless plug. Promo. There's a few seconds left, so I'm just being silly now. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy the machinima. Bye!
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. As I bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. Let me bleed. All of the pain seems to follow, like a shadow dark and cold to the touch. Am I insane not to let go? Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it as I bleed.